Okay, hey, what's up? This is your boy Asiago coming back here. Well, not live. Yeah, I can't talk today. Anyways, yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, so I just read a text here. Yeah, freaking. It's actually 5:21 a.m. As I speak, and I just read some texts from people saying, "Oh, I'm just waking up." Whatever. I'm actually gonna head to bed right after I record here. But anyways, so, damn. So how do I put this? So tonight's topic, it's a bit personal, but again, this is this is a personal journal of mine, and I figured, well, shoot, might as well use it in a more personal way, and I know people are able to listen to this, but again, shoot, I mean, this is a way for me to be open, and besides, I want to be an open book, so like, what better way to do that than to, well, be an open book and just say my words, right here out loud right now. So anyways, so here we go. It's your boy Asiago on 3M Thoughts. So today, I'm gonna be talking about what's been going on recently. So recently, two friends of mine. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say their names up in here or what, or yeah, I'm not gonna say their names up in here or anything like that. So, but they're good, but they're really good friends of mine, and we started this group. Well, they started this group, and I kind of joined in. It's all it's to help it's to help each other out. It's an accountability kind of group, because here's the thing. For quite a while, they've been struggling with sexual addiction, and I'm gonna be straight up, like, I'm very much in that circle too, because I mean, hell, even on my second episode, I said like hentai was one of like the biggest things in my life. So hell, so I knew, like, definitely if anybody needs something like that, it would definitely be me too. But how it started was that one of my friends who started the group, what he would do all the time was he would go sleep. He would go. Well, he wouldn't go sleeping around. No, actually, if anything, girls would come by and sleep with him all the time. And the reason being is because, well, he's kind of huge down below, and rumors of that spread across like freaking everywhere, and all these girls walk up to his front door, and they they just go at it with them. And he's done plenty of girls. Well, I mean, from what he tells me, again, I ain't revealing who this person is, but anyways, but yeah, I mean, so he had a freaking sexual addiction there, like an actual sexual addiction, because he just had so much of it, he just didn't want to stop. But then actually, eventually, at some point, actually, at one point, and this was more definitely going back into the more recent times. He's starting to realize that just sleeping around, not having any fulfilling relationships, just having everything being purely sexual isn't exactly working out. He's made some enemies. He made some enemies. He's he's seen really crazy people, and into hell, like, there's just a bunch of problems that I really don't want to address here, and it's just causing him trouble. It's something that's bleeding not only into his personal life, but as well as his work life and stuff. And a problem, when that a problem is freaking horrible as hell whenever freaking it bleeds into to your work, to your work life, to your life, and to every other aspect. And it just won't good. It ain't good, man. It ain't good at all, man. But he said, he wants to move on with his life. He kind of wants to stop doing that all the time. And hell, he's even had to go. He even had to go to the freaking doctor, to get himself checked. Though he doesn't have any diseases, but he's kind of lost well, he's kind of getting numb down there, and you know that's never good. I mean, hell, shoot, that's never good for anyone. I mean, hell, like, because that's like one of the biggest outlets that you can have for any kind of like feeling down there. Yeah, you know, you definitely don't want to lose feeling down there, and it's similar to, you know, to my case. Now, I'm still a virgin. I have, shoot, girls don't even want to freaking look at me. So I mean, I'm kind of like the opposite. So, but my thing was that because of that, I've always had this freaking feeling of that, you know, that nobody wants me, because growing up, you know, I see all these guys, you know, friends, cousins, kids at school, you know, I see all these girls, you know, chasing them, and even if it's just that one, you know, like everybody's always had, I've always, from what I've seen, everybody has always had that someone, you know, that who wanted them, you know, someone who's someone else who's made the first move, like really affirming that, hey, you know, I like you. And you know, and quite honestly, I've never had that happen to me. Like, no girl has ever like actually, you know, has shown any real affection towards me. And the closest I've gotten was you know, was this one girl back in 5th grade. You know, like like literally I asked the teacher, hey, you know, hey, you know, can I use the restroom? She said yes, and I was coming back, walking back to the classroom, and this random girl shows out of nowhere. I've never seen her before, and apparently she's seen me. She randomly walks up to me, gives me a hug. She's like, hey, I like you. And then you know, she's saying all this stuff, and I'm kind of weirded out because I have no idea what's going on. But then all of a sudden, you know, I find out, you know, she's just playing around, and she want to freaking mess with me, not in a friendly way. She just kind of want to freaking punk me. And damn, you know, I mean also too, at that time, you know, I was already getting bullied by actual bullies. You know, last thing I needed was to, you know, be humiliated. Thankfully, like, nobody was actually there except for maybe like one of her friends, but so it was just like a little prank. But still, like, you know, from that point on, and then, again, seeing all these like, seeing everybody around me, you know, you know, be wanted by somebody else, you know. And even to this day, I've never actually had that. Well, I'm not gonna say even to this day. Well, I'm gonna be leading into that. So anyways, yeah, so I've seen all these kids, you know, that have someone who wants them, and that's always made me feel sad, because I've never had anybody, you know, want to pursue me. I've always been the one to pursue, and every time, you know, every time that I, you know, every time that I tried, not only would I fail, but I would crash, you know, horribly. And with every failed attempt, you know, I would it would diminish whatever little tiny flame of confidence that I had into virtually nothingness. And I just got freaking tired of it. You know, I just want to stop. You know, I couldn't emotionally take it, because here's the thing, you know, the way I see myself, like physically, you know, physically I am tough. I can handle a lot. Mentally I am tough, because, you know, I can handle a lot of mental stress, and I can sometimes it's suppressed, but other times I'm able to keep my composure well enough to where, you know, I can handle a lot of crap, you know, whether it's emotional, physical. And emotional wise, I'm pretty stable. You know, I used to have a really bad anger problem, but, you know, thanks to you know, some Jesus and not medication, definitely not medication, but Jesus and meditation, you know, I've definitely you know, yeah, I've been definitely, well, not exactly healed 100% from that, but at least I got a much better control over it. And, you know, I don't go freaking spazzing out the people and all that kind of stuff like I used to. But anyways, so where was I going again? Shoot. Anyways, I legit thought, like, forgot where I was going. Damn, man. Oh yeah. So again, so I've always been you know, stable emotionally and all that, but because of my lack of experience and romance, and not only that, the only experience I do have in romance are negative experiences, and just all out, you know, fails and crashes, you know, just you know, again, all just a bunch of negative crap. And so romance wise, even with me being almost 22 years old, freaking like there, when it comes to romance, I can't really handle things all that well, because I've never experienced it enough to really get a grip on it. And two, like, with every freaking trial, every time I've dipped my toes into the whole subject, it's always ended up horrible. So I just had bad experiences with it, and my heart, it just can't take it. Like, I just really can't. Like, for real, like, because every time I get heartbroken, it comes rushing in like a freaking, and it rushes in and it hits me like a freaking train. Like, I like, every time I get heartbroken, I just don't want to live. Maybe only one time it was that extreme, but all the other times that I actually get heartbroken, I don't want to go on with what I'm doing. I just want to sit down, just think, just wallow in my own freaking sadness, and just don't move or eat or whatever ever again. Because here's the thing, and that's the thing, because you would think, with me being, mentally and emotionally stable, that I would be able to just get over it, but for some reason, it's just not that easy for me. Like, once I'm heartbroken, it's gonna take me a long while, and I mean a long freaking while, to get over it, and to kind of heal back up from it. Because there's a lot of healing, and there's a lot of healing that I have to do, and again, and this is not just any kind of healing. This is the healing from something that I don't have too much expertise in. Something that I don't really experience all that well. Now, if I did go out there and actually try my hand at it a bit more, it would be better. But the thing is that again, I have that very, very big lack of confidence, because again, every time I tried, not only have I failed, but it always it would always be humiliating. I mean hell. So this current situation I'm in, actually, there's this there's this girl at work. I thought she was cute. I really like I really liked who she was, because she was always fun to be around. To me, she was always fun to be around, and she was just so damn friendly and stuff. And I thought, I want to get to know this girl better, so I asked her out, hey, wanna go on a date, I can we can get to know each other better, and we can see if we're compatible or not. First of all, I catch her off guard, so the entire situation starts off awkward. But then going forward, after we get past that whole beginning awkward phase, she says, yeah, but she's not ready for the whole dating situation yet, because she herself has never been on a date, and she's never had any herself, she hasn't had any kind of romantic experiences. So both of us would be complete amateurs at this. But anyways, so we hung out a couple of times. Well, here's the thing, like, before the quarantine, we I can't speak. Well, again, it's 5:34 and I'm kind of tired, but anyways, I just realized I didn't burp in my last podcast. Damn, that sucks. Anyways, I felt another burp coming on. Damn, why is it I freaking burp every time I record these damn things? But anyways, let me get back on topic here. So this girl, we be hanging out on our breaks, in our lunch breaks. Shoot, like, because we work at Walmart, we would just go to the McDonald's and just kind of have that time, they get a booth, for both, for ourselves, and just get to know each other, freaking just talk, it's just somewhere where there's not too many distractions, which is kind of ironic because it's a damn McDonald's. I mean, there's freaking kids running around, there's fat people farting, you got freaking kids screaming and stuff like that. I mean, it's the last places you would think you would have not so much privacy, well, that too, but or just like a place for no distractions. But anyways, we're not so we were not going out, even as I record this, we're not going out. We're just we're in the whole like friends phase. We're trying to become good friends. But then the situation came by where there's this other guy that I work with. Now he's a good friend of mine. I have no problem with the dude. Even today, I have no problem with the dude at all. But she kind of made things more awkward by not really communicating with me very well. That she this other dude, that she really didn't want to go forward with me. She kind of just left me in the dark in this whole situation. And and every time I'd feel like I get one step closer with her, I would end up actually in reality be like a couple steps back, because she would say she's very unsure, and that she said I'm a nice guy and all, but she's thinking things out, and again, that's understandable. Again, we were just being we're just friends, so it's not like we actually had a thing going on or anything like that. But anyways, so she finally makes up her mind. She says that she's and again, and after a long time, of us, just hanging out, and and me trying to get closer, to becoming a little more than just friends. But then she would kind of just push me back a little, and but finally, one day, she said, she wants to she wants to try with the other guy. She just wants to stay friends with me, and I mean that was fine and dandy and all, but emotionally wise, I was I was a bit I was a bit pooped, because again, I guess you would say that anxiety inside of me, the anxiety that I would say, hey, freaking, no girl likes you, no girl is gonna like you. Hell, like even if you try, going out on a date, you're gonna crash and fail, because I mean, what the freaking hell, you're ugly, nobody likes you, you're annoying, and it just, some inside me just tells me all that damn junk. And and that's what kicked in, when she said that. But again, I still said, what, she's at least still a friend. So so I at least got that. But then come to find out, like this other guy, my friend, he doesn't like her back, and she really tries, like she puts all this effort into really trying to the woo this dude, and this dude is just not having it. I mean, like for weeks, she's over here, trying to get this guy's attention, trying to get this guy to talk to her and stuff, trying to get this guy to ask around stuff. And what ended up happening is that he just got real annoyed. He straight up said, I don't like you, go away, right in front of everybody in the break room one day. And it was well, I mean, I don't think I was there to see it. I think I was working at that time, or maybe I was. It might have happened on a Saturday. I don't work Saturdays, but well, whatever. Bottom line, it happened. It happened, and by that point, even at that point, she still didn't give up. Hell, freaking. So this dude went on vacation, for a couple of weeks, and then she said, you got 2 weeks, the duration of your vacation, you got that, you have to make up your mind, by the time you come back from vacation. And his mind didn't change. His mind didn't change. He stood firm in his decision. He doesn't like her, or not, at least not in that way, and he just wants to stay friends. I mean, hell, but then even when he said that, when he came back, she still didn't want to stop. And then this dude had to go as far as to say, hey, I don't even want to be friends anymore. Like, we can be like work acquaintances, but I don't want people seeing you with me anymore. And he just he had to do what he had to do to get her off his back. And it didn't work. Now she's she's off his back, but now, but still, like, now she's kind of heartbroken, because the guy she actually liked, doesn't like her anymore, and then I'm over here still heartbroken because of all the bad experiences I've had, and and this girl, which I actually got really close to, because we would talk to each other all the time, and again, she was the first girl that actually gave me a chance. Upon asking her out, just the first time, a girl's actually, giving me a chance, that we've actually spoke after I popped the damn question. She gave me her number and stuff, and I thought we were making some good traction, but it just wasn't. Nothing was happening. There was this damn complicated situation that was happening, and then. So now she's now she's hovering back towards me, but being the kind of like speculative skeptic, if you would say, because I'm very observant of things, and I see that now she's failed with this other guy. She's really put all this effort into, like seemingly more effort. She's put more effort into trying to win him over than she put more effort into that than she did in the whole like time we were trying to talk and try to become a thing, or at least I felt like I did all the well, I mean, not all, but most of the freaking work. But anyways, man, so what I see is that now she's filled with him, and now she's hovering back to me. And the thing is that the thing is that I have this feeling that she's really only doing this because she herself is heartbroken, and then and now she knows that I genuinely like her, and that I actually tried to make us a thing. Now she's just coming back just because of that aspect, and it's the kind of like she wants to use me to fill in that hole that she had in her heart for for him. So I don't know, and it just it makes me unsure now. Now not only is now I'm the unsure one, because I kind of don't want to go through with it, because again I just have a feeling that she's really only doing this to kind of like just patch up that little romantic hole in her heart, and I'm over here, I just want to stay friends now, like again, like that little ship in my, that little ship in my heart, is kind of sailed, and and then I even got to the point to where, I mean, she doesn't know this, but I pretty much friend zoned her, because, well, or at least for the time being. Now, I'm still trying to test the waters here. If things go good, if things actually start going good and stuff, maybe I might, reconsider. But the thing is, as of right now, and the way things have been going for the past few months, damn, like, I just straight up friend zoned her, dude. Like, because because I mean, what else can I do? Because again, she's genuinely a nice person. And even if I don't get to go out with her, she's still, I still want to keep her as a friend. And I don't want to, and again, like, I've been heartbroken so many times that I don't want to break anyone's heart, and also by nature, I don't want to hurt no one. I'm not the kind of guy. I don't really find enjoyment in doing that. I mean, unless they deserve it, but she doesn't deserve it, like, she's still that nice girl that I had a crush on, and but still, like, I just don't, I really don't see us hitting off anymore. I really don't see us becoming a thing anymore, and and that's the bit of reality for it. I don't know, it just kind of hurts my heart to think about, but I mean, whatever, what can you do? Now we're still on talking terms. We're still just we're still hanging out on our breaks and lunches, on the days we work together, and we're just being friends. But I see that she's trying. She's still, now she's putting a little bit of effort into it, but the thing is that I'm still very unsure about the whole situation, even though like that initial situation happened like quite a few months ago. Like, well, it was like early 2020, but still, like, again, pre-quarantine, but still though, like, I'm still unsure, because also too during this entire quarantine, this dude, he's he's quarantined at back at his place, and here's what I've noticed. So he's been quarantined, again, ever since the quarantine was initially ordered. And not only that, right before that, after she finally gave up, she gave up on him. She said, she's straight up not going to talk to him no more, so she cut off all ties, gave up his number, gave up his Facebook and stuff like that. And she said, she wasn't going to communicate with him anymore. But during, like, in the middle of the quarantine, this dude text me, like, late at night saying, hey dude, you got to give this girl a chance, freaking because you got to get her off my back, dude, because she won't get, she won't stop talking about this, she go out with her or something like that. But I'm over here thinking, didn't she just freaking say that didn't she just freaking tell me that she cut off all ties with him? Why is she still talking to him? If she's saying that she's not talking to him. Now, it's not the whole fact that she's talking to him, that kind of freaking, that's not the thing that I have a problem with. The thing I have a problem with is that is the whole fact, she this, I mean, from what I'm seeing, it's another sign that she's still trying to get with this guy. And I'm actually afraid that because this dude comes back, and he finally comes back to the workplace in next month in June. So what I'm afraid of is that and again, from personal experience, yeah, I definitely have a reason to believe this, that she still has feelings for him, and that in the moment that he comes back, she might have a little bit of that bitterness, but she's still gonna want to try everything she can, to win this guy over again, and and the whole freaking cycle is gonna start over. And I predict it's either gonna go that way, then it's gonna escalate, then they're probably gonna get at it, and then she's probably gonna want to leave, or she's gonna see him come back, and she generally doesn't want to talk to him no more, and then she leaves, or transfers or whatever from there. But I'm not sure. I'm just kind of waiting, for his return, to see how it really all plays out. Because again, like for the majority of the time this whole situation happened, this dude's been gone. So I'm just wondering, how is the whole environment gonna be, when he comes back, and she's still working with us, what's gonna happen, it's probably gonna be a lot more mundane than I think it would end up turning out. But whatever, let things be things, let bygones be bygones. I just let the chips fall where they may, as they say. And that's exactly what I'm doing, because I don't want to end up, getting together with this girl only to have my heart broken even more so, because she's over here, trying to freaking cheat on me for this dude or something like that. I mean, I don't think she would do that, but but still, I've been talking to this girl for a while, but again, you don't really know a person until you truly stood the test of time, or time's tests. I'm just waiting to see her reaction, to this dude's return. Now, again, in all matters, I'm still willing to, to be a friend, to be there for her, when she needs a friend in need. But as far as becoming more than that, I'm just very unsure of it right now, and it's kind of left me in a little emotional pit, But again, though, there's bigger stuff I have to worry about, and by this point, I'm now more concerned with just trying to keep everything more professional in the workplace. Hell, if I'm gonna freaking start, if I'm actually gonna start dating from this point, or if I'm gonna try with another girl, I probably might find someone outside of the workplace, or perhaps at least someone who works in a different department. Because, well, here's the thing, shoot, hey, I'm still single, so I can still say this, but hey, the store is hired quite a few cute girls, both for overnight, overnight, mid shift, daytime. For and across multiple departments. Hell, like I'm seeing them every day, and I'm like, damn, shoot. Now I'm like, man, I could take my chance here and now, but I'm waiting to see how the situation plays out. And too, me and the boys, we went to a Waffle House the other day, and man, this girl that worked there, man. I mean, she was wearing a face mask, but I mean, you could just tell by the shape of her face and stuff like that. And her eyes, dude, man, but I remember, when I was paying for my food and I was I was giving her a tip and stuff like that, man, I almost straight up wrote my number on the on that piece of paper, so she can it's like, yeah, like I was so tempted to freaking write my number, and just give it to her and give her a little wink or something like that. I'm not sure. That probably might have been creepy, but again, I didn't. Well, actually, I kind of didn't do it because of the situation I'm in. I'm waiting for this situation to either pass or to evolve into something else. And so it's a matter of time now. It's a matter of time. But anyway, so how does this connect with everything else that I said before and with about the other guy that's in this accountability group? Well, here's the thing. Oh yeah, real quick, let me talk about the other. Yeah. So okay, it's gonna be confusing with me referring to this to my because there's only 3 of us in this accountability group. There's me, other guy, and the other guy. No, it's gonna get confusing if I say the other guy and the other guy. Let's give them names. Fish and Chips. There you go. The guy I've talked about before, his name is Fish, and the other guy that I'm gonna talk about now, his name is Chips. there you go. Let's ease the confusion. But anyways, so Fish, he's had an actual, he's had an actual sexual problem. Going around sleeping with all these girls, and now he wants some significant. He's starting to feel empty. He wants something for feeling something real. And he doesn't want to just sleep around anymore. And so I've already explained my but actually. Well, yeah, I know I'm switching topics here, but I'm not. I'm swapping between people right now, but I'm just trying to connect this all together because I was gonna write this out, but I thought it probably might be more heartfelt if I probably just spoke this live. I mean, I'm not sure if this is live, but actually it's probably not because I gotta edit it and stuff afterwards. But anyways, so what what was I saying? Oh, dude, shoot. Okay, so anyway, so what it was. So I've already told you my entire romantic situation, or at least the gist of it. So what's truly the reason why I also joined? Well, again, earlier, and even in my very second podcast, I said that I have a big hentai thing, but here's my thing when it comes to hentai and just porn in general. So even way back in middle school, I mean, I started masturbating then, but during my entire freaking time being in grade school, every time I would masturbate, and even before I became a Christian, before I knew God and stuff like that, I would always feel guilty, after doing it every time. And I was just again, before becoming a Christian, I was just always so confused, why do I feel so guilty? And again, it's not like I believed in any external thing that would that would permit that. I mean, or that would not accept that. So again, so I was just always confused, and it became more clear when I did become a Christian, and I and seeing that so the Bible doesn't explicitly say that masturbation is a sin, or at least the action of it. But the thing is, it's you got to really think about it here, because Jesus does say that if you look at a woman and you lust after her, you know, you've committed adultery, you know, in your heart. Now, you know, if you know, definitely, you know, if you got a wife, if you got a girlfriend, okay, you know, that makes a lot of sense. But what if you're like me and you're single? Well, you're still lusting after a woman. You know, that's someone's daughter. You know, that's someone's, you know, potential future wife. You know, and then you know, when you think about it in that context, you know, you're committing adultery in your heart against kind of like almost, yeah, committing adultery in your heart and your mind, you know, from whatever girl you do end up marrying. I mean, it's like, it's a small thing, but the small things do add up, because let me tell you this, they really did add up for me, because after grade school, I mean, I still felt guilty after masturbating, but things started kind of going downhill when I actually started working. You know, being in a store all day, you know, full of freaking sexy women, you know, wearing sexy things, because I do not know why, but a lot of the freaking women that shop at Walmart, or at least my Walmart, freaking, for some damn reason, it's like they have to dress sexy to go grocery shopping. Like, why? I mean, not that I'm complaining too much, but why? Like, why do you need to dress up so sexy to go to work at Walmart? I mean, the freaking grocery shop. It doesn't make sense. You're just teasing me here, man. Oh my god. I mean, even if they don't look sexy, even if they're just cute girls, because here's the thing. If I see a cute girl, that's an even bigger thing for me, because I love cute. I love cute things, and when I see a cute girl, even if you know, she doesn't have the whole thick, you know, model Instagram model freaking body figure or whatever, if I still find her cute, shoot, like, or even if I find her, you know, cute thick or whatever, shoot, I'm gonna go nuts for her, you know. I'm gonna freaking damn near fall in love, you know, because again, I love cute things, and when I see a girl looking cute, or when I see a girl looking sexy, you know, I'm gonna wanna respond to that. So what I would, you know, so I definitely masturbated a lot more often, you know, coming after work, because there's that mixture of, you know, working my freaking rear off, and I'm over here, you know, kind of, you know, easing the edge, cutting off stress, and freaking thinking about all these women that I would see, and it only got worse. It only got worse when we were moving. You know, we're currently moving at back in 2018, because what we did during that entire time was is that, well, we kind of had a halfway house, you see, because one of my relatives, you know, he died for some reason. He died of some reason, for some weird reason, and so my aunt, you know, his daughter, you know, inherited his house, because he paid it off. You know, it was his house, and now that he's dead, it became her house. You know, so. Again, it was completely paid off and all that. It was her. Now it was her house, you know, and it just so happened that, you know, this all happened right, you know, as we were, as we were getting ready to move. And so what we did was, you know, we put all of our stuff in the storage. We started moving other immediate things like our beds and stuff like that, or more immediate things to, you know, this to my aunt's house. You know, we were using it as a halfway house, you know, getting the house that we were moving out of, you know, all cleared and emptied it out, you know, looking clean, you know, for the people to come in and you know, and hopefully buy it. And it took a while for someone to finally buy it. And at the same time, you know, we had to find a house, you know, that actually go and buy as soon as, you know, we got the money from whoever bought our last house, you know. So again, point is, you know, we stayed at this little halfway house, this house all the way there in South Houston. Yeah, so it was 20 minutes away from the Walmart that I lived at. So again, freaking 30 minutes away from where we were originally living at. But anyways, like, you know, it's just it was just this whole thing, you know. And for weeks, you know, it would just be me, my grandma, and my sister. You know, it would just be the three of us living there for weeks. You know, it would be just us. I remember I slept I would sleep in the master bedroom, and the master bedroom has its own little its own little freaking, what do we call it? Its own little bathroom, so I thought, hey, if I wanted to, I can, I can masturbate in the, in this little restroom, while, well, without having to worry about anybody knocking on their door saying, hey, why are you taking so long, better get out now, or whatever. And again, with my work schedule, I started doing it. I didn't start doing it, but I did it more often late at night, but nobody would be awake, and I would just use my own little personal restroom in there. And what I found was freaking my aunt's father. He was a cool guy. He had all these cool, retro 70s things around the house. I don't think there were so much retro. I think they were all original stuff. It's just that he never bothered to change out anything. But anyways, like, he even had a freaking 1970 something issue of I don't think it was a Playboy, but it was some naked women magazine, like something like that. But when I found that, it was completely by accident. I think I was trying to make room in the drawers for my clothes, and then all of a sudden I find that, and I'm like, damn, what the hell? Actually, no, it wasn't a 1970 something. It was a 2000. I think it was 2000, 2001, somewhere around that era, because I remember seeing not only the freaking naked girls and the porn and stuff, but I would also see ads, like all these old ads for freaking the latest in technology. Get this 2001 Apple Macintosh, or some stupid little ad like that. And then I saw a whole lot of CD ads in there. And back when CD was like the big new thing. And they were trying to completely phase out cassette tapes and stuff. But anyways, so that really dates the magazine. But when I found that, and seeing that I had my own little personal restroom, to do my business, and that's whenever it really started. That's when it really started kicking in. Because the thing was that, well, now I have like the perfect recipe to just kind of pleasure myself all the time. And not only that, it was also that house where I said, I need more, I need more of this, so I started actually, so for the first time, being 19 years old, for the first time, ever, I actually, logged on to, I didn't sign up, but I got on Pornhub, and I started watching actual videos of sex, and damn, and after years of saying, I would never do that, I finally give in, and I felt really guilty. But that's when everything started really rolling downhill, because then, like, after a while, I started doing it every day, because because actually, like, watching it as opposed to just looking at pictures, it was a whole different experience. Well, at least for me it was. And I just couldn't get enough of it. I just did it every single freaking day. Not only that, I did it every single freaking day for over 2 years. So even well after we moved and got settled into this house, shoot, it's just freaking, like, I just did it every day, freaking every day, man. Like, god damn. And I just couldn't get enough of it. Hell, like, it was so bad, because it got so bad to the point to where, like, because here's the thing, the house where we're staying at, the halfway house, there was no Wi-Fi. Yeah, they had absolutely no Wi-Fi, and the mobile data, the plan we were using at the time was very limited. And so so it was between my phone and my sister's phone, that would use the most data, and definitely my sister's phone, because she would always be running stupid freaking apps like Snapchat and Twitter and all these other freaking social medias that he heavily used up freaking internet, so she already sucked up most of it because of that. And then I'm over here watching freaking porn every night, and then they're like, we gotta cut it off, man. Damn, like, I started experiencing withdrawals, because I'm like, oh damn, you took away my freaking source. So I remember, cause shoot, man, it got so damn bad. Like, I remember freaking downloading, I remember at work, freaking at work where they actually where they actually had Wi-Fi, or where my freaking mobile data would well, actually no, my mobile data was still turned off at work, but there was actual Wi-Fi at the damn workplace. Well, actually, I don't think I was able to access porn on the Walmart Wi-Fi. I mean, obviously not, but I remember I would go to all these other places like McDonald's or something like that, and log onto their Wi-Fi, or I would log into some other places, and then I would download freaking these videos, and I'd be like, yes, I got content for tonight, let's go. Or I don't know, it was just so damn strange. And eventually, and again, I was jacking off every single night for 2 years straight. And so eventually, by after 6 months of just doing it nonstop, I just straight up said, you know what, I'm not gonna feel any remorse for it anymore. I've gone too far gone now. What was the whole point of stopping? I love it too damn much. And then I started really thinking to myself, hey, no girls like me. Girls don't even want to try with me. Freaking, what's the whole damn point? I'm not gonna get married, because to get married, you need a girl to like you. You need to get, and that's never gonna happen with me. So I started really justifying it in ways that I never thought I ever would. Because again, I started thinking, I'm ugly as hell, also too, apparently I'm annoying as hell. Who the hell is gonna want to freaking marry me? Who the hell is gonna want to help me with my little sexual problem? Nobody. And so I thought, you know what, I don't want to freaking go through my whole life just not doing this, so might as well just waste it all here now, right? Freaking in my youth. And let me tell you, it was just a freaking long and fun ride for a while. But then too, by the 1 year and 8 month mark, or somewhere around there, like the 1.75 mark. So what happened was that I started experiencing problems. Now, I don't have erectile dysfunction, far from it. But the thing is that I noticed that I would still get horny, but I would need to recharge every few days, because again, after going just every day for 1.75 months, or 1.75 years straight, freaking just straight up jacking off every single night. Eventually I got to a point to where I couldn't do it every night no more. I could do it for maybe 2-3 nights consecutively, but every so often I would have to take a couple days to rest, a day or two to freaking recharge. And I remember this one time where we went on for 3 hours, and I had to freaking recharge for 5 days, just to get back up and running again. I think that's a pretty bad sign, if I'm having to wait, after being able to just go off, for as much as I want, for as long as I want, every single night, and now I'm over here having to recharge. I think that's the beginning signs of a freaking problem. And then I would notice too, there would be a lot of nights where I'm not horny at all, I'm not turned on, I'm just here minding my own business, is playing games or watching anime. Then I'm just I want dopamine. I just go in there and I just do it, and the hit of dopamine wouldn't even be worth it, because it would just a tiny bit, because again, I'm not horny, so I don't necessarily want it right now, but I do it anyways. Damn, man, it just. And again, and then when Fish and Chips, when they came over here and they said they wanted to, they wanted to freaking start this group up, because even Chips, he had a freaking problem too, with masturbation. But because, unlike me, he's never actually lost remorse for it. He's always had that that guilt trip that goes along with the action. But with his case is that I don't know, it's a struggle. Again, for me, after a while, I just stopped seeing it as a struggle, and I just started seeing it as a hobby. But for him, it's always been a struggle, and with him, with how he did, it's got some roots. It's got some roots, and so he and Fish, they decided, hey, we want to start this accountability team going on here, just to keep each other accountable, like because again, they're trying to better themselves, and they're trying to better themselves, sexually, spiritually, emotionally, and stuff. They want to get back on the right track. They want to get on with their lives. They want to move on from where they're currently at, and get better. And that's always a good thing. No matter what you're doing. And I decided, what. Just looking at my current situation right now, and just seeing that, well, because if they're doing it, I don't want them doing it alone. Hell, like if a horn dog like me, can get better, just with this little group, that they got going on here, then that might be some inspiration. But even though Fish has obviously has a lot more of a bigger problem than I've had, but still though, like again, like but my thing is that. Sure, I'm still a virgin and I hadn't had sex or anything like that, but the thing is that like I get easily turned on. I get easily turned on by many things, and I get turned on by by almost anything. I'm a freaking horn dog. So, and that's also because after like 2 years of not practicing any bit of discipline or self-control, I've kind of become this little monster that I've become. So, no pun intended on the cum part, but anyways, again, I decided, if I don't want them, facing this alone. I want to join it because and then ironically, well, not ironically, because it's not a funny thing. Well, it is kind of a funny thing, but it's also a serious thing. So I'm a part of this, this Christian meme page on Facebook. It's not just any Christian meme page. It's a meme page full of predominated by libertarian Catholics, and on the group, it's a Facebook group called appalling apostate saint posting. I think that's what it's called. Appalling apostolic saint posting, and so it's just it's full of all these libertarian or mostly libertarian Catholics, but there's also a lot of conservative, libertarian, right wing, like all these different kinds of people of different Christian ethnicities. It's not ethnicities. No, we're not talking about race here. Now, denominations. I don't know why I said ethnicities, but anyways, so oh god, I need some freaking sleep, dude. But anyways, so. Again, so I basically have these libertarian Christians, and they talk about all kinds of stuff. They share dank memes, funny memes, or they just make fun of secular culture, or they they make like all these political posts, and they also make all these freaking religious posts. And one of these religious posts, it was a meme saying, go to horny jail. It was like the modified Doge, bonking the head of another Doge saying go to horny jail, and so because they're really traditional. They believe that you're not to have sex unless you're married, and that's like the basic Christian thing to believe. And I said, and now I commented as a joke, I need a wife, fast, because again, when I typed that in, I was horny, so I said, man, I need a wife, fast, because I want to have guilt-free pleasure. But then they started saying, okay, well, that's a good thing to say and all, but the thing is that, like, having a wife shouldn't replace body discipline, and that really got me thinking, because that really made me realize that I'd gone for so long without discipline that, like, I literally let my sexual addiction get the best of me and take me over. Because hell, like, it almost damn near controls everything I think, that I do and think and stuff. I mean, hell, like, again, I talk about it, kinda, but like on a high note, on my second podcast. So freaking, and it's kind of weird when I say, yeah, again, it's kind of weird when I say, hey, I love Jesus and all, but I also really love hentai. Yeah, but it's kind of weird, hearing that from the same mouth. But again, well, like, none of us are perfect, we all have our faults and stuff. But now, I'm over here. I want to get better. I want to, I don't want to be what they call a coomer anymore. So someone who like indulges, and indulges in all these, ungodly pleasures. I want to, I don't want to be a coomer no more. I don't want to, I don't want to idolize, the freaking hit of dopamine you get from sex. I want, I want to get my mind focused. I'm gonna get, first of all, I want to get focused off of it, but I want to get focused more on, what, like, my plans, my dreams, my job, my friends, my family, my everything, my God, I want to get more focus on everything, and I feel that, the sexual addiction that I have, and the sexual addictions that the fish and chips have, that I feel like, it's definitely like one of the bigger things holding us back. And if we can come together, join forces, and, and help each other on this, that it would be extremely beneficial to us. And not only that, it would be just an excellent experience, a very excellent bonding experience for all of us, because we're because we actually had a little discussion, because me and Chips, we went over to Fish's house the other day, and this is actually the same day we went to Waffle House, but so what we were doing was, we hung out at Fish's house, for a while. We were just talking, and then we decided, to have our first actual like meeting, right then and there. So we started talking, and I genuinely believe we actually kind of not only bonded, closer, but I think we've also learned a lot of stuff, from each other that we didn't previously know. And again, that's only from like the first meeting. So again, like, if we can just, better each other, help us better each other, and while becoming like closer as, as brothers, this could be a great experience. And I'm so stoked to see what happens. Oh yeah, so back to the whole saint posting thing. So again, what did I comment? Well, I commented, oh, I need a wife fast. And then and then this guy says, it shouldn't, again, a wife shouldn't replace sexual discipline. And then I said, kind of in agreement, please pray for me. And then a lot of people started replying to me, and nothing bad or anything like that, but they just confirmed that they're praying. And let's see, I am a man that believes in prayer, and I think it's working, because like literally after post and pray for me, and having all these freaking prayer warriors pray over me, over the web, like I think this is the result of that, because again, this whole accountability thing just happened right after that. And again, I am a person that believes in the movement of God, so this is, it's a bizarre thing, it's one of the most bizarre things I've seen in a while, and I'm actually really glad, I really want to see where this goes, and hopefully, this it really benefits us, in more ways than one. Again, it doesn't just help us improve on ourselves, physically, sexually, emotionally, spiritually, but it was as well as mentally, so we can stay on the right track, so we can get rid of the chains and the bondages that we have from this sexual addiction, these sexual addictions that that hold us captive, and hopefully we can break free, and we'll have the strength and power to pass this on to other people, to be pillars of hope, to our fellow peers, when it comes to work, or when it comes to church, or or even the household. I can't wait to see where this goes. And damn, shoot. So actually, man, I freaking burp. Anyways, actually, well, after I go to bed and wake up, we're gonna have another meeting. So again, I can't wait to see where this goes. But anyways, so that was my little thing, Yeah, so I dropped my phone. I had to freaking pick it up here. But anyways, so that was my whole little thing over addiction, accountability, and recovery. So we want to be delivered here, and now here's what I plan to do to kind of like help myself, kind of with my whole sexual thing. Because again, my body is just so used to like getting instantly satisfied anytime it cries for it. Because it's like a little kid. It's like a spoiled little brat. It gets whatever it wants whenever it wants. Because again, I had no discipline over it for over 2 years. So anytime my body said I'm horny, I want dopamine, I would just go out and be like, okay, and we would hit it off. So. And so what I plan to do is that I'm gonna slowly weave off of it. Like I'm gonna start limiting how many times a week that I actually do it. Like I think these days, I used to be it used to be every single day, but again, these days, because of the whole recharging deal, it's about maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. So I'm gonna start limiting it, because again, I'm not gonna go cold turkey, like freaking immediately. Although that would be preferable, but I've experienced sexual withdrawals before, and I need to build up strength before I can get to that point. To fight those little withdrawals, or at least make the withdrawals weak enough to where I can be able to handle them in my current state. So what I plan to do is slowly wheel off of them, kind of like lower the number by 1. So like this week I can only masturbate 3 times, next week only 2 times. Maybe I won't do it in increments of weeks, maybe like every couple of weeks, for every like a period of 2 weeks, I can only limit myself to 6 times that entire period. Then the next period, I can only do it for only 4 times, and so on and so forth, just trying to slowly weed myself off and get to the point to where like I don't even need to do it, not even once a week anymore. Now, because I know I'm a human and I got the sexual I have a not just a sexual, but as well as a sinful nature in me, and I know, because this is life. I'm gonna slip up. It's gonna happen. So I'm not. The main goal for me is not to completely eradicate it. Me jerking off. No, it's more so that I want to get a better grasp over it. I want to gain self-control over it. I want to, as well as practice discipline, because if I can practice discipline there, especially there, I can grow in many other areas. And if I can grow in other areas, I can become the best me that God wants me to be, the best me that I can possibly become. And that's what's important most of all. Because we humans, we slip up all the time. We sin. It's what we do. But having the power and having the will to just not only power through, but to get better from it, to recover from it. That is something beautiful, man. That is something worth doing. That is something worth fighting for. Just being able to have full control over yourself, and that's what I want. I want full control over myself. If I can control myself on that, and again, not to completely eradicate it, but again to have a better control over it, and to work, because again, I'm gonna slip out, and plus every now and again, hey, it's definitely for as long as I'm still not married. I'm still gonna have to find. I'm still gonna have to have the most. Reserve that as like the most powerful way for me to relieve stress, or for whatever. I probably might make it to where maybe like I can have one cheat day every month. If that at all. If I even need that. But we'll see how it goes. It's a work in progress. Rome wasn't built in a day, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to see where this goes. Hell, I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far, but again, it's only been 1 day, or really almost 3, but still, like, damn, I can feel it already building up inside of me. And today, of all days, it was a Friday, but man, all these freaking girls, man, all these women, they come looking really, they come to the store looking really fine, and I'm over here, you know, I'm really over here trying to freaking keep my eyes off, because I have a freaking habit of just looking at them, like damn near staring. But I would take many freaking like peeks at them, and then I would save that image in my mind, and I would just be kind of thinking, imagining that while I stuck and all that. Shoot, but again, freaking, it's Friday. You got all these damn women dressed up like this, you know, like, you're all dressed up like the way they do, and it's just something, like, you know. And for the first time, I'm over here having to like really avert my eyes from it, because I don't want to feed into that little temptation, you know. I don't want to feed into, you know, what comes afterwards, you know, when I clock out and stuff. Shoot, but anyways, but then, you know, freaking. But it started raining. It started raining and thundering and lightning really bad outside, and like freaking, they all disappeared after that. And then for a little while, we barely had anyone in the store. And again, you know, I think that in itself was kind of a, you know, a work from God, you know, telling me that, hey, you know, he's there for me. You know, he's gonna help me along the way. And you know what? I'm excited to see where this goes. Shoot, hell yeah, I am. So this was more of a serious podcast, because again, you know, this is, this podcast is a personal journal of mine, you know. So I'm definitely trying to not be afraid of, you know, just you know, to say more personal stuff on here. But again, though, you know, it doesn't entirely have to be, you know, just a freaking journal that I talk about this kind of stuff on. But again, it's always good to do so, you know, because it's good for me to be an open book. It's good for me to just talk about this and have other people's listen, for the sake of, you know, either trying to relate, or even, you know, just tracking my progress as I go through this. So again, I'm really excited for what's gonna happen, you know, later down the road. And hey, you know, and sure, and definitely the next podcast I'm gonna be doing, it's definitely gonna be more, it's definitely not gonna, I mean, I'm gonna keep it. What am I saying, man? It's freaking almost 6:30. I need to freaking sleep. But anyways, so my next podcast is gonna be definitely a lot more interesting. You know, I'm gonna be talking about ghosts and aliens. Actually, shoot, probably tomorrow, like right before I record my podcast, I'm probably gonna record another podcast with my boy Victor. Yeah, so my boy Victor, we're gonna be talking about aliens. Shoot, so can't wait to do that. Shoot, actually, real quick, you know, if you wanna check out my boy Victor's channel, let's see, it's not available on Spotify, but if you got the Anchor app, you know, when you're looking up podcasts, look up Playboy Vix -98. You know, that's his username. And the first thing that should come up is a little thing called Morning Thoughts. You know, you click on that, and there's this channel, freaking Morning Thoughts. Now, I would say just type in Morning Thoughts in the search bar, but you're gonna get a whole lot of different results. And last time I checked, you know, I couldn't find them at all. And so I just recommend just typing in Playboy Vix -98, and that just automatically works. Because he always comes up as the first result. I mean, why wouldn't he? That's his username. But anyways, so thank you for listening to this far. You know, thank you for listening to what I had to say. You know, just please, please, if you believe in prayer, you know, pray for me over this. You know that not just for me, but for fish and chips as well. You know that. I mean, God knows who fish and chips are, so don't be afraid to say, I pray for us, y'all going fish and chips on this, you know. You know what I'm saying. But anyways, thanks. Please pray for us, and that, you know, we can, we can better ourselves and become better people by the end of it. You know, it's not that we're bad people and that we're bad because of, you know, what we do, but again, you know, I don't know. It just felt like the appropriate thing to say. You know, we want to become the best people that we can possibly be. So again, yeah. So in that case, we do want to be better people. So again, you know, thank you for listening this far. So there will be a more cooler and more interesting podcast coming up, and I'm gonna. Well, actually, I gotta freaking take a shower, then go to bed. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy doing that. Alright, so thank you for listening. This is your boy Asiago on 3AM Thoughts, signing off. Have a good one.